What's good with y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Listen, women want the strongest man that they could possibly obtain. Women want the strongest man. It's in a woman's DNA to want the strongest man. It's in her biology to want the strongest man. You have to understand that women are survival creatures. Women look for survival. And for her to survive and to pass on her genes, she has to look for the strongest man. This is exactly why women are repelled by nice guys. You have to understand that being a nice guy is the weakest form of a man. Why is being a nice guy the weakest form of a man? Because when you're a nice guy, you're not being your true masculine self. When you're a nice guy, you seek validation. You seek validation from the women that you're talking to. When you're a nice guy, you act nice for other people to like you. We all know that one guy that is cool with everybody, friends with everybody, gets along with everybody, but he actually doesn't have no true friendships because he himself is fake. He himself is not being his true self. You know, he's seeking validation. He needs reassurance. The nice guy can't disagree with other people. The nice guy doesn't look for conflict with other people. The nice guy doesn't want to bump heads with other people. That also translates over to women. When the nice guy talks with women, he doesn't want to disagree with her. The nice guy doesn't want to come across in a mean, negative way when he talks with women. He's always looking for validation. The nice guy is not self-validated. He needs other people to make him feel good. The truth is, the nice guy isn't authentic. The nice guy can't be himself. He doesn't know how to disagree with women. The nice guy isn't his true self. The nice guy wants to paint himself in a good light. He doesn't want to come across as disagreeable. And the thing is that all these traits that the nice guy has is weakness. Weakness is being shown to women. Women could see right through this facade. You know, women could see right through the niceness because at the end of the day, it's a mask. This is why nice men finish last with women because they're being weak. Women don't want a weak man in their lives. Women want the strongest man that they could possibly mate with. When you're a nice guy, you're literally showing her that you don't respect yourself. When you're a nice guy, women could walk all over you. Women don't have to give you any attention for you to keep being there. This only signals one thing to women. When you're a nice guy and you're always there for her, you don't respect yourself. You don't respect your time. You don't value yourself. You have nothing going on for yourself. You know, when you're a nice guy, you put her above you. You put women and other people above yourself. This is all weakness to women. Women don't want a weak man. You have to be the strongest man possible. You have to demonstrate behavior that triggers strength. When you're a nice guy, you're triggering weakness in her mind. In her brain, she can't respect you because you don't respect yourself. When you don't respect yourself, women will never respect you. As a nice guy, you're constantly looking for reassurance, looking for validation. You know, you're inauthentic. You're not authentic to yourself. You're not being who you are. You're trying to paint yourself in a good light just so that women could give you some piece of ass. And the truth is, you're never going to get that piece of ass because you're not being a true man. You're being inauthentic, because at the end of the day, nobody is really that nice. When you're a nice guy, you're wearing a mask. You have to take the mask off and be yourself. Be authentic. When you're a nice guy, you are way too easy for her. You bring no sort of challenge to the table. Women want a challenge. Women don't want you to be won over so easy. And that's the thing about nice guys. Nice guys are won over extremely easy. She has no challenge. She has no fight for her to climb over, for her to win. She has no fight. You're too easy. You're always available. She doesn't want a man that is always available, because when you're always available, it shows that you have nothing going on. You have nothing going on for yourself. You have to cut these weak behaviors. Instead, you have to be a good man. What is a good man? The difference between a good man and a nice guy is that a good man knows how to be himself. A good man doesn't look out for validation from other people. A good man, an attractive man, is self-validated. I validate myself. I don't care what anybody else thinks about me. I validate myself. I give myself validation with whatever it is in my life. My looks, the things I'm doing, the way I speak, my opinions. I'm self-validated. I don't need other people to tell me I'm doing the right thing. I don't need other people to agree with me. I'm going to do what it is that I believe I should be doing. I'm going to think what I think is right. I have my own opinions and I have my own principles. This is what a good man does. This is what the strongest man does. When you could be self-validated, when you don't need nobody else to reassure you, and you reassure yourself, and you listen to yourself, and you lead yourself, women will notice. She's gonna notice that you are your own leader. Women need leaders. When you could lead yourself, she can feel safe following your lead. A good man isn't afraid of challenging women. When you can challenge women, it shows that you could be playful. It shows that you can tease. It shows that you know how to flirt. It shows that you can be yourself. It shows that you could be playful. You want to have a playful vibe when you talk with women. This is what women want. She doesn't want to win you over so quickly. She doesn't want to know that you are head over heels within the first day of talking with her. She doesn't want a man that is a yes man. She doesn't want somebody that doesn't have a backbone. And most importantly, a good man, a strong man, puts God first, puts his purpose first. You have to understand that when you put women above you, you don't respect yourself. When you put women above you, she is looking down at you. She doesn't want to look down at you. She wants to be looking up at you. She wants you to be her leader. This is what you have to focus on. You have to focus on being a leader. You have to focus on leading your own life. When you lead your own life, she could follow you. She has to look up at you. How are you going to be able to lead her if she's looking down at you? You have to be above her. She has to look at you as above. That's why you have to take women off the pedestal. She's a human being just like you, bro. When you get nervous around women, when you second guess yourself, it's because you think she's more special than you. You look at her as very special. You look at her as this perfect creature. And the truth is, men and women are very far from perfect. I'm not perfect. I make a lot of mistakes in my life, but I continue to grow. I continue to level up. I continue to learn and fix my mistakes. But the strongest man is a leader. Women want a leader, you know, and when you're a nice guy, you ultimately cannot lead her because there's no leading for her to follow. When you're a strong man and you have purpose and you put God as your number one thing, then she feels safe to follow your lead. This is why being a nice guy is destroying all your chances that you get with women. With that being said, if you made it this far to the video, click below, hit that subscribe button, and like I always say, chase greatness. When you chase greatness, everything else will follow.